Hey guys. Okay, so welcome to day 4 of modeling gratitude. I thought today we would talk about the void of family. That is definitely a circumstance that I think a lot of people are experiencing right now. And as we're getting closer to the holidays, it may start to be a circumstance that weighs heavier and heavier on your mind. So I thought today we would figure out how do we model gratitude in regards to that circumstance. So here's what it looks like modeled out. So this is what you might be thinking. You might be feeling a sense of loss because you're thinking, I'm going to miss them, or it won't be the same, or this isn't fair. Now, I'm not saying that those thoughts are wrong. I'm just drawing the connection between those thoughts and how those thoughts are making you feel. So you might be feeling a sense of loss. And when you're feeling that way, I want you to draw the connection to what is it that you do? How do you show up? You might start to buffer with food or social media or alcohol, right? You want to distract yourself. But anytime you're buffering, it's always going to give you a net negative result. So that's something that you want to be really aware of. If you start to buffer with shopping, it may give you a net negative result, and that would be a result that you probably wouldn't feel like is serving you. You might stay stuck in that mind drama, right? You might stay stuck feeling this overwhelming sense of loss. And I'm not saying that that's wrong. As humans, we're meant to feel. But when it gets to the point where it's not serving you any longer and you're ready to move on, then this is a model that would work for you, that you can be aware of how your thoughts are directly impacting your feelings and how it has you showing up. If you are thinking this isn't fair and you're feeling a sense of loss and you start showing up not enjoying the moment, not enjoying what you do have, that is going to create this void and loss that just remains, right? It's not serving you and it doesn't go away. So if you are at that point where you are feeling a loss of family, or maybe you are grieving the loss of a loved one and you're ready to move on, I want you to fully understand that it's your thoughts that are making you feel something. The loss is actually outside of you, and that circumstance can't make you feel anything. It is 100% due to the thoughts that you're thinking. And the best news is that you have a choice. You have a choice over what it is that you are thinking. So let's talk about what that would look like if you intentionally decided to think different. So we're going to keep the circumstance the same. It's still family void, but I'm going to suggest a couple other thoughts to you. And you can just try them on for size and see how it makes you feel. But again, we're modeling gratitude. So I'm really trying to get you to feel grateful. So our relationships only exist in our mind. And I know that might really blow your mind right now thinking about that. And you might want to argue that with me. But the relationship that you have with anybody or anything only really exists in your mind. And so the fact that the relationship with the person who's not coming to Thanksgiving or may have passed on, you still can have that relationship with that person, because the relationship was all based on the thoughts that you were having that generated a feeling. So there is nothing that can keep you from continuing that relationship with the thoughts that you intentionally choose to have. So you might want to think, you know what? I can enjoy them emotionally and I can enjoy them mentally. I may not be enjoying them in the physical sense, but I can enjoy them from an emotional and from a mental standpoint. You might want to think about getting creative. Maybe open up, think outside the box. How else can you envelop that person or wrap them into the day in some form or fashion. Maybe it's getting resourceful with photo albums or technology or story sharing. You might want to challenge yourself. This is maybe a growth opportunity. I'm going to grow through this. Those are the kind of thoughts that are going to create gratitude. Stark difference between loss, right? You're going to show up being resourceful. You're going to figure out, how can I enjoy them emotionally and mentally? You're going to probably carve out time and you're going to slow down. You're going to talk about your thoughts and feelings, which is so critically important. And you're going to recognize your growth through this circumstance. And what does that create for you? That allows you to enjoy them in an entirely new way, hugely different than the void remaining the same. You get to enjoy them in a new way. I hope that this lands with you the way that it has landed with me. I lost my dad over 10 years ago, and I think about him every single day, and especially on the holidays. And I recognize that he exists in my mind. Our relationship has grown, even though he's physically not here anymore. Our relationship continues to grow because I get to continue to have that relationship. It's all based on the thoughts that I'm having. The thoughts that I'm having create a sense of love, and that love grows through the practice of having that relationship with him. So I hope this lands with you as we get closer to the holidays. I hope modeling gratitude and using the model as a vehicle is really landing with you. I want you to understand how powerful the practice of self-coaching can be. So this is the foundation of everything that I do within Self-Made You. No matter what the circumstance is, I use the model first and foremost to coach you. If you are looking for a specific program to engage in, comment below. We would love to talk to you and share with you what some of your options may be. All right, I will look forward to seeing you back in here tomorrow. Talk to you soon.